Alright, the reason why I'm making this video is because I was told that this leaked audio from one of Kim's, I guess, Zoom calls was supposed to be some kind of evidence or revelation or the dark side of Kim. This makes Kim look bad. This is the real Kim, right? And I heard it once and I didn't think much of it, to be honest, but I'm going to let you guys hear it. I'm going to share it here. Then you guys could tell me your opinion about it, and I'm going to react to it as I hear it and tell you exactly what I think, so that way you guys know where I stand as far as this supposed revelation or oh my god, we got Kim, we got her, we finally exposed her. But anyways, before I get into it, if you like, comment, subscribe, share where you can, and also consider supporting my Patreon and PayPal. I would greatly appreciate it. It's in the description below, the link to that. And without further ado, I'm going to get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the audio and I'll pause it to comment and say certain things as I go through it. And once I'm done, I'll give my final thoughts on what I think about it overall. So let's get started.
Oh.
Yep. Good morning.
Okay, can't hear anybody. Hold on.
Hello.
Christ.
Hello, hello. Can you hear us?
Fucking day.
Okay, so one of the, I guess, biggest problems that people told me they had with this audio, whatever, leaked audio, is that Kim shows her true self behind closed doors. And Kim doesn't usually swear when she's doing a UNN meeting with Sunny or anything like that. But she dropped a few fuck bombs in this recording, and I thought it was funny, to be honest. I didn't think much of it, but let's keep going. Let me let her talk.
How about now?
Hello.
Yeah,
Good morning.
Okay, yep, now I can hear people. Oh, how was everybody's day off yesterday?
That's good. How about you?
Yeah.
Now, just to give an overall opinion about this, I believe this is what Lisa was talking about when she said the girls call, when girls get together and have a call. And I think it's just high school bullshit if that's the case. Like, a girls call? Like, what are we, like, in high school that you have a girls' little meeting? It's stupid to me. I'm not here to play Miss Pretty Little Princess and let's do makeup sessions and stuff like that. If we're trying to save the world, let's save the world, right? Men, women, doesn't matter. What matters is, do you want to fix the world and save the world, or are you more worried about having a girls' night out, a girls' call, whatever? I guess that's what Lisa was talking about, because I only heard women in this conference call, whatever it is, the Zoom call. But whatever, that's just my take on that.
The real question.
Probably the most fucked up day I had in a long time.
Oh,
first
no.
F-bomb.
Well, let's see. Things that happened yesterday. Number one, it started my day off with Trump's lawyers asking to buy more time. We can't unwind it this quickly, blah, 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 blah. Then, for more fun, yeah, you know that's a no. Sorry. For more fun, I had a stalker show up yesterday at the fucking front door.
No way.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Some guy from UNN that apparently has been sending me messages, and I never answered any of them. I never even looked at them.
How did you find out where you live?
Because Team Bubba told everybody. You got my address, picture of my house, everything on the fucking internet now.
No.
I think Kim is eating or something. Oh my god. So Team Bubba apparently exposed her information, and it is what it is. I'm only laughing because of Kim's casual nature, because I'm used to hearing her, you know, serious, and I'm sure you guys are too. But she's very casual in this conversation. She's just saying how she really feels, right? She's saying it with her chest. She's letting it off her chest, and this is real to me. This isn't like, oh my god, she's such a bad person, oh my god, we got her, this is the dark side of Kim. To me, this is just her being authentic, and I don't have a problem with that. And if you guys have been watching me, then you know I curse a lot. And I say a lot of bad things on my channel. So if you think this is bad where she's just cursing, well, then I don't know what the fuck you think about me. But anyways, let me let her keep talking.
He didn't. He just put a picture of your house. He didn't put your actual house out.
Then this guy...
do it under white paper.
Then I don't know how this guy did it or whatever. I certainly didn't give it to him. I can tell you that right now. So unless... I don't know. I don't know how he got my address.
You should just, like, your car is registered to your address. Most people that, like, you can Google...
Yeah, if you run a...
pulls up their address.
Yeah.
Anybody can do that for free. I mean, for the most part.
Yeah, so maybe that's how he got it. I don't know. The only thing I can tell you is that, so that was a zippy and exciting fucking twist. And then Mike, ran out and told him, she's not here. And, then he gave me his Telegram handle, and then I looked up to see who he was. And then several hours later, I was waiting for a delivery from post office yesterday. So I kind of turned the light on outside to see if they had come. And he came back. Right after I turned the light on and off, because I was looking for, to see if the package was delivered, because you never know with this new mail person, like where the shit's going to end up. Like it could be, and we're supposed to get, which it is, raining today. So I didn't want it to sit out overnight. So
what I'm gathering is some guy that follows Kim on UNN and was sending her messages. Apparently he was stalking her. I highly recommend no one do that to anyone. If any person has ever, if you've talked to anybody or you follow anybody or you like some content creator or whatever online, and that person has not given you authorization to visit them or to meet up with them, don't do it. Because you're most likely trespassing and you can go to jail. I don't know what Kim did. I think she's going to talk about it. I forgot. But, it is what it is. That's why a lot of people like to keep their information private and not reveal themselves online because of crazy shit like this. And this is, something that people that make videos and they're online, they have to worry about this shit all the time. Stalkers. This shit is real. This shit is real. People have died over this kind of shit. But whatever. Like, don't do shit like that. That's all I'm saying. All right? Keep yourself where you're at and keep it at a distance. All right? Unless that person has explicitly told you to go visit them. Right? Anyways, let's keep going.
And I went upstairs and got Mike. He's training Kaylin, and the kid that's gonna, do the field messenger report news tomorrow. And I'm like, he's back. So Mike had to physically escort him off the porch because he didn't want to leave. And so then finally he texted me. And so I looked him up and I texted him. I was talking to Lisa at the time, and he's like something about, I saw you turn the light on and off. And, I know that was, you were calling me to come into your house.
Oh my God.
I know.
Crazy stuff.
I said, I don't live there. I said, Mike lives there. He's lived there for 2 years. I said, my mail goes there. And he goes, well, I saw some woman walk by. I said, that's Mike's sister. I said, he and his sister have lived there for 2 years. I said, I don't live there.
Now, I don't want to give Kim advice, and I'm sure she knows this at this point, but I wouldn't be giving anybody any information that was stalking me. Like, if you showed up stalking me, I would just call the police. I wouldn't be, well, that's my sister, or that's Mike. Mike lives here for 2 years. I wouldn't, that's where my mail goes. She gave way too much information to this person that's stalking her. So, you know, like I said, I don't want to give Kim advice, but that's just my 2 cents on it. And I'm sure most people would agree. If somebody's stalking you, do not give them any details or information whatsoever. They don't need to know anything unless you want that person to know. It is what it is. Let's keep going.
And then he starts going on. He goes, well, where are you? I can come meet you. And I said, no. I said, I'm busy. And I said, you just don't randomly show up places. And then he goes, oh, you don't want to do ... anything with me? So you know what that means,
God.
Right? And I said, no. I said, I have a significant other. No.
So, again, I don't know. It sounds like this guy wanted to have sex with Kim, right? And that's the guy that you can accuse of being in love with Kim. If you guys want to accuse somebody of being in love with Kim, that's the guy. Don't put it on me. I'm not doing any of this shit. I'm just talking about her on my YouTube because you guys want me to talk about Kim. If I make videos about other shit, you guys don't give a fuck. But if I talk about Kim Goguen, you guys watch. So guess what I'm doing? I'm talking about Kim Goguen as much as I can so you guys can keep fucking tuning in. But anyways, this guy apparently wants to have sex with Kim. And Kim is a much nicer person than I am. Because if somebody randomly showed up and was trying to have sex with me and I didn't want to have sex with that person, I wouldn't be like, oh, well, we can't do anything. You shouldn't just come here. I'd be like, get the fuck out of here before you either get dealt with or you're going to jail. Before I call the police. That's what I would do. And I'm not going to, you know, attack a woman. Because most likely no woman does that anyway. It's usually guys that do that kind of crazy, creepy shit. Women don't usually stalk. But, you know, if it did happen, I'm just saying that. And to be honest, I've had situations like that before. But the point I'm trying to make is don't fucking show up to somebody's house trying to have sex with them. And Kim is a lot nicer than I am in terms of dealing with that shit. Like, if I didn't invite you over, we're not having sex. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Carrie.
And you don't even know the dude.
He goes, well, you could have written that to me earlier. And I said, I didn't even know you were messaging me. I get 1,000 private messages a day. I said, until Mike gave me your name and I looked you up. And then he deleted the chat, deleted everything, and that was the end of that. If there was a third time last night, I even told Lisa, I'm like, Mike has this giant crowbar that he got out of the truck, like from when his 18-wheeler. Said I was just gonna take the giant fucking crowbar and bash the guy's head in, clean up on aisle 5.
So apparently, Mike told Kim that he was gonna hit the dude with a crowbar, and to be honest, like I said, the dude is trespassing. You're asking for it at that point. If you're going to somebody's house trying to have sex with somebody and you were not invited, you're asking to get your shit pushed in. You're asking to get your ass beat. You're asking to get hit with a crowbar. You're asking to get shot. Like, don't go to somebody's house randomly and think you could just willy-nilly do whatever you want because you follow them on the internet. That's just not how shit works.
Fucking crazy guy.
Ooh. Who's crazy, Kim?
Fucking guy. You're a stalker?
Your stalker guy?
It's funny.
He's trying to tell me.
I don't know who Kim's talking to, but they're pretty damn slow. She's clearly talking about the stalker. They're like, who are you talking about, Kim? The fucking stalker. Like, who did you think she was talking about?
I'm making things up. And he said that he saw my address on Team Bubba. Just so you know.
Oh,
I asked him.
I just saw a picture of the house.
He wants to drop off a grounding cord. I said, I don't accept anything from anyone ever. I said, didn't people teach you manners? I said, showing up at people's houses uninvited, then trying to lie to Mike saying I was expecting you. None of this is respectful to anyone. It's rude. Stalking Mike's house and someone turning on the light was your signal to come in. Are you crazy? I said, you scared the living shit out of Mike's sister, and Mike has one of my guns, and he knows how to use it, and I have alerted local security. I said, where the heck do you get this address from anyway? You think I'm foolish enough to register mail and cars to a place I still live? And he said, well, I wasn't stalking. I would have left by 7:15.
Wouldn't that have been something that like the locals should have been knowing, or the legions or the coalition or something to keep him away from the house?
I mean, he's not really a threat. You know, he's like 70 years old or 60 something years old. And, you know, Mike said when he got here, he was stuttering, you know, and he obviously seemed very nervous and whatever, but you just don't do that.
I have to disagree with Kim in terms of him not being a threat. You got to be mentally challenged or disabled, or something's wrong with you upstairs if you think it's okay to randomly show up at somebody's house uninvited and then want to have sex with them. Like, something is wrong with you. That's already a threat in and of itself to even do that much, let alone you never know what someone's capable of. What if he had a weapon? What if, you know, you don't know what he can do. What if he was a former military service member and he was trained in killing people, or he has killed people before? You don't know what this guy can do. Just because he's old doesn't mean anything. Like, he could still do damage. But the point I'm trying to make is Kim is way more trusting and way more polite of humans than I am. I don't trust humans at all. 0%. But whatever. That's her. And the reason why I'm being, you know, I'm emphasizing all this shit is because I want you guys to see the difference between the way she is and the way I am. So people don't get this idea that me and her are in sync with everything. Just because I talk about Kim doesn't mean I agree with everything she says or does. Even something as small as this little video where I'm reacting to, you know, a Zoom call, you guys can see that I'm very different than she is. She thinks very different than the way that I think. I'm not Kim by any stretch of the imagination. But anyways, let me let her finish.
Like, he's not right. He's not okay in the head. There's something. Yeah, there's something missing there.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
And you know, with people like that, you never know what they're going to do.
Exactly. That's what I just said.
You know what I mean?
Shouldn't they have seen that? Shouldn't somebody have seen it before he got there?
But he's not an actual threat.
Oh, he is.
Well, you're just saying
He's
you never know what they're going to do.
Exactly.
Well, that's my opinion. That's been my experience. But if anything ever happened, there would have been somebody here, and they would have picked him up. You know, their version of a threat and my version of a threat. Like, you know, what a crazy person. Is he going to burn my house down, slash my tires? Like, what is he going to do? That's what I think of. He's like a Thomas. You know, Thomas Williams has got a big bark behind a fucking radio show or whatever, but come face to face, he's a little fucking pussy. And little by little, I really mean that. He's probably 5 foot tall.
Oh my God. That's fucking hilarious. So, what I have to say is this. As you guys can tell, Kim likes to swear behind closed doors or on Zoom calls or whatever. And she's not exactly the angel that, you know, she paints herself out to be. But to be honest, I prefer this version of Kim because it's more authentic and real. So if people were showing me this as some kind of evidence against Kim, or, oh, look, we exposed her, or look, she's a phony or a fake or a scam artist, she's not really a good person, I actually prefer this version of Kim, to be honest, because she's real and she's authentic and she's not holding back what she wants to say. But like a lot of times when I see her talking on UNN, you can tell that she's biting her tongue and she wants to swear more and say worse things than what she says, but she doesn't. She holds back. And that's her trying to be professional or whatever, because just like me, I know I have a lot of good people watching me, and so does she. So when we want to be considerate of those people, we hold back. Like me, I don't hold back nowhere near as much as she does. She holds back a lot. I don't. Like, I sometimes I try, but it's difficult. It's very difficult because then I feel like I'm not being my real self, right? Like, I feel like I'm being fake. And I don't want to give you guys a fake made up person. I want you guys to know, if you ever meet me, I'm going to be the same guy. As long as you're friendly, there'll be no issues. But if you come at me the wrong way, guess what? We'll do what we do. That's how I am. That's really how I am. I'm like that. I don't pretend to be something that I'm not. But whatever the case is, I want to talk about what she said towards the end, where she was being questioned by whoever she was in a Zoom call with. And they were saying to her, shouldn't somebody know that this guy showed up and he was like bothering you or whatever? So basically they were implying that whoever's protecting Kim should have been aware, because, you know, Kim says she's protected by higher forces or others or whatever. Whoever her higher forces are that protect her, the aliens or whatever you want to call them. So they're questioning her and they're saying, well, why didn't they pick up on this guy and why weren't they protecting you? Why didn't they stop this guy from reaching you? And Kim was saying, well, he's not really a threat. And like I said, I think he's a threat. Kim doesn't think so. But she did bring up a good point, and she said what they consider a threat and what I consider a threat are two different things. So in other words, if these higher entities thought that this guy is going to actually do something to Kim, they probably would have stopped him. That's my assumption from what Kim said. But again, clearly he didn't do anything to Kim. So clearly whoever was protecting Kim were right in terms of this guy actually wasn't a threat because he didn't do anything to Kim. He just showed up there and then he left. So I think people are trying to use that as a gotcha where we're like, oh, see, Kim doesn't have anyone protecting her. See, anyone can just show up there and do whatever. Well, again, if they have this technology and capability to basically map the world, they know what everyone's thinking and they know the future. They know everyone's intention. They know what people will do. I know that there's technology that exists like that. Does Kim have access to that? I don't know. She says she does. She says she's working with others. That's what she says. I can't prove one way or the other. Do I know that these things exist? Yeah. It's very possible to be able to read people's minds and their intentions and to even see the future. This can be done. Humans can do this. You don't even need technology to do that. But the point I'm trying to make is that clearly whoever's protecting Kim didn't see this old man as a real threat. So that's why nothing happened to this person. And Kim dealt with it in a human way. And then the guy left and it was done. Kim's still around as far as I know. So clearly this guy really wasn't a threat. He clearly didn't do shit. Regardless of whether he was near her, approached her, was uninvited, whatever, however you want to look at the scenario, he didn't do anything to her. Okay, that's the bottom line. So whatever. So that's what I took from what Kim said. That's how I understood the situation. I don't really care about her cursing. I don't really care about her being authentic. She can be how she wants to be. If she wants to be one way on UNN and another way in private calls, I don't give a shit. It's none of my business. The only reason why I'm showing you guys this is because I was presented this as some kind of evidence against Kim. I was told by somebody to look at this and that this is exposing her and showing that she's not really a genuine person and she's a bad person, whatever. But I don't agree with that. I don't think this proves anything other than Kim is more authentic behind closed doors. Other than that, nothing else was shown or exposed here. So that's my opinion. That's what I think. Those are my final thoughts. If you like, comment, subscribe, share where you can. My last advice before I finish is believe who you want to believe, follow who you want to follow. It's your choice. Do what you want to do. You want to believe Kim, fine. You don't, fine. Do whatever you want. But don't come crying to me and expecting me to pat you on the head or hug you or whatever you want because you don't like her. If you want me not to like Kim, prove to me that something is wrong with her and that she's a liar and that she's a fraud. Prove it to me because nobody has done it yet. I'm still waiting for the proof and evidence against her. I still haven't found any. But anyways, if you like, comment, subscribe, share where you can, hit the notification bell. Consider donating to my Patreon and PayPal. They're in the link in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.